pray. God, you are awesome and amazing. We just thank you for waking us up today because you didn't have to. We thank you that you are God and we are not. We thank you for the blessings in our lives, the talents you've given to us to bring joy to other people here on your earth. Thank you for the gifts that you've given to us, such as your Son and the sacrifice you made for us. Be with us as we make decisions today. Be with our guests as they join us. Thank you for the talents you've given to them and the administrative professionals who could join us here today. We ask that we do things in this community that we know only can be done with the power that you bring here, Lord. We ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen.
Thanks, David. And now, if you join me in I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, Tom, Nancy, take it away.
The summertime is approaching. At any rate, Nancy, would you mind help? Let's sing the good old summertime. In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, strolling through the shady lanes with no baby mine. You hold her hand and she holds yours, and that's a very good sign. As she's a good steward seeing the good old summertime. Yeah, baby. Not in the present. I can have no visiting Rotary.
We have no visiting Rotarians. We have visitors of Rotarians. We will ask people to introduce your guests. But if you have walked in late and you still want to get a travel ticket for Rotarians only, now's your moment. Okay. Let's introduce our guests. Phil.
I was administrative assistant to the First Presbyterian Church in
Phil, you need to mumble louder.
Mumble louder, thank you.
Vicki Connolly, administrative assistant to the First Presbyterian Church.
I have Lisa Marone here today. She is the office coordinator at Thomasville Tourism. You can find her at the Visitor Center.
Yeah.
Tyler Aldridge. He's with Encore Bank, and of course, he was been in Rotary for a while. I know Tyler. He used to be one of our members before he moved.
But he is not your administrative professional.
No, he is not.
I have Capricia Davis with us. She is our administrative assistant at the Recreation Department and the backbone of what we do.
In the back table. Mildred Black, have you here? How about that table? Just that.
Phil Williams is our administrative assistant. I will roach his staff.
Middle table. How about that table? You got any guess back there? Is this a candy?
I brought my mother-in-law, she moved down visiting, and she's helping us pack to move, so I was excited to bring her and let her have some good lunch.
Yes, thank you.
awards here with that show song. Mike Riles, director, that's me, and my administrative assistant, Joey Brooks.
Have I missed anyone? Tom Smith.
I've got with me our former business manager out at the community college, Gloria Ogilvy. She is also my confidant.
And Cindy McIntyre is here. She has put an application in, has visited at least 3 times. So the board will be considering that application. Too sweet. Anyone else out there?
I need to.
Tom, welcome again, guests. And it's exciting to have you here. We've got a great program for today. I'm looking forward to that. I have no idea what we're doing.
Well, they need places to be.
Right there, Kim's up here and they do with the camera.
So, are you up? It's always exciting, a lot of energy in the room. We also gamble. So, there is a large cost. That is part of it.
Tried to get away from me.
Rollins.
I just want to mention, I know a few weeks ago, I asked for prayer for the Rotary family had lost. So, in this place, city council, I just wanted to remember court council, Scott Steyer. And Scott was sworn in this morning, and he's now an official member of the city council.
Great. Congratulations.
I know several of you have kept an interest in our good friend Warren King. Got a text just a few minutes ago. He's in hospice in High Point. He's pretty heavily sedated. He's had a lot of pain. So probably nearing that time, so please keep me and your family in prayer. I really appreciate it.
Warren is well known in this community and will be well known. I also was notified that Hunter Tripp's grandmother passed away, so you can hold her in your prayers. The funeral will be Saturday, and the information is on Jason Reed's website. Keith.
Coffee connections tomorrow at the Finch House.
Coffee Connections tomorrow at the Finch House. Everyone is welcome to that. Anybody can come to that. So please come and connect with other businesses in this community.
Bring them on.
He doesn't care. He loves it when people come.
All members. He likes the building.
Elaine.
Joe had got back, he had his shoulder replaced 2 weeks ago, and he's already back, moving it well.
Awesome. Congratulations. On the way to the Derby party too. So speaking of Derby, I decided I needed to put the sponsor up there to make sure I hadn't left anybody off. And then I realized I left off our presenting sponsor, Strategic
Advisory
Partners is our presenting sponsor for both the golf tournament and the Derby party. I did not have their name on my slide, and that's on me. But I just got the second logo. The first one I loved. So you'll see it on our website and of course posters and all that at the event. I am going to pass around one more time. So if you think you are a sponsor of golf tournament, either a premier hole sponsor or a hole sponsor, and your name is not up there, come see me. Or put it on this list. And Kristen, if I hand this to you, you can pass this around. You can sign up to be a sponsor, or to have a golf team, or to buy Derby tickets. You can also do all of those things on the website, and the flyers are behind that sheet with QR codes and all of that. But if that seems complicated, please, just put your name on the list. Golf tournament sponsors, Derby party sponsors, gold, silver, bronze. If your name is supposed to be up there and it's not, it's my fault. Please come see me. Any questions? We still are taking silent auction items. We've got a couple of things today. I'm really excited about some of the silent auction and live auction items that we have for this year. So it should be a great auction, and I really appreciate appreciate the whole team that's been working on collecting things and all Rotarians who donated things. Thank you all very much. Anything else about the Derby or golf tournament? I know the golf tournament is filling up nicely. They have just a few more team slots left for teams. Derby party, plenty of space. We'd love to have you all there. If you have not bought your tickets yet, please do so because we need to get a count in for food. And we have worked very hard. The food and menu committee worked very hard to make sure that we're going to have delicious food this year, right, Cameron? So food should be good this year. Anything else before we do with the song? Before you generally come and do that, I actually would like to do something. I want to go just a little bit out of order today if we could. Tyler, we're so glad you're here today. If you would come up. Will you come up? You just say for those of you who have been in Rotary a long time, you know Tyler, you know the kind of person he is. We wish he were still Rotarian here in Thomasville. That can happen, right? We can still make that happen. One of the things about Rotary is our commitment to service. And service above self is our motto. Many people live into that. I don't know how many people live into that as well as I believe Tyler does in our community. Tyler was instrumental in being in charge of trash pickup and still does that in Thomasville. And that's a project of Rotary. It's part of the city beautification. I'm not sure how many Rotarians get out every month, but I do know one non-Rotarian who does. And so the board discussed it. On occasion, we bestow on someone the Service Above Self Award. And it's typically a Rotarian, but we wanted to reach outside of our Rotary ranks this year, Tyler. And we have a Service Above Self recognition for you. And we have a little gift of our appreciation. So if you all would stand. So I did have a slide for it, but I wanted to jump out and do it with you before you came up here. And now without further ado, split them up. What do we got?
So we took in $695, and that brings the pot to $9,164. Two cards left. Two cards.
Do we have the cards?
Yes, there's absolutely no pressure because everybody's doing awesome.
While we're doing that, I think Ken mentioned this before, but this split the pond has been going on for more than a year. We are possibly the unluckiest group of people.
50 weeks and no winner, just put it that way. So the winning number, last three digits, 709. 709.
There are two cards left, the Ace of Spades and the Queen of Hearts.
Just lift it up and hold it
many very talented young ladies, and including our administrative assistant.
What about old ladies?
Our program today comes from all over North Carolina, actually. We have our own Miss Thomasville. We have Miss Davidson County. And we have Miss Central Carolina. And it's my understanding that all three of these young ladies will be competing in June for Miss North Carolina. So we're pleased to have them here today. I think you'll find out, Miss Thomasville is a singer in the group. The other two young ladies, I'm sure they do other things as well, but they are the dancers, competitive dancers. So I wanted them to dance today, but that didn't work out. So the group is headed up by a nonprofit organization headed up by Mary Hines. And I'm going to ask Mary to come up and let her tell you a little bit of what this organization is about. And introduce our young ladies.
I am Mary Hines. I'm actually the business manager for Miss Thomasville, Miss Central Carolina, and Miss Davidson County. I'm very blessed to have this job. I am the one that gets to go with the girls to events and book events for them throughout their year because we are an organization that is about service. And just like the Rotary is, we put service and scholarship, and we teach and try to mold these girls to give them their best selves in June at Miss North Carolina. And we're so excited to have the 3 title holders that we have. You could be looking at any of 3 of these ladies could be our next Miss North Carolina, and that's very exciting to us. Hopefully you've already seen them around the community, but you'll continue to see them around the community as we enjoy our time in Thomasville. But we are a service organization, and each one of these ladies has an individual community service initiative, we call it a CSI, that they work on throughout their year of service. And they get to choose their own, and then they volunteer and donate their time and their presence at a lot of things for that community service, and that they take that to Miss North Carolina, and then if they win, then Miss North Carolina uses her community service to kind of spread throughout the whole state of North Carolina. So first, and our local directors are Patsy and Paige Wainwright. But first, we're gonna have Miss Davidson County Tori Gross, who will tell you all about what her community service is.
Hello everyone, as Mary just said, I'm Tori Gross from Miss Davidson County. I started this America organization here at Miss Thomasville whenever I was 10 years old. Back then it was called a Carolina Princess program, now we call it the Carolina Stars. It's still the same thing, it's mentoring for girls aged 3 to 12 years old. I started there, like I said, right here in Thomasville, and I worked my way up. I was actually Miss Central Carolina's Outstanding Teen in 2014, and now I'm glad to be back as Miss Davidson County. Without this America organization and all the sponsors that support us, I would not be the woman I am today. My community service initiative is Good Life, Good Blood, showing the importance of blood donation. So my story of blood donation started long before I was even a thought. Without the life-saving blood transfusions my mother received as a little girl after being hit by a drunk driver, I would not be here today. Striving to keep her father, my grandfather's passion and legacy alive, I have become a donor, drive host, and advocate of the American Red Cross. I have already donated over a gallon of blood and hosted several blood drives across the Piedmont Triad. Without the life-saving blood transfusions, lots of people's lives would be lost, and those lives are very, very, very important, and you never know, one day it might just be your life that needs saving. So let me see, with the raise of hands, who here has donated blood? Oh, awesome. Okay, so that means I should see every single one of you at the Thomasville Aquatic Center on May 17th. Me and Miss Central Carolina's Outstanding Team, or it's totally outstanding, oh my gosh, Miss Central Carolina's team are hosting the 2nd annual Ronnie Wainwright Memorial Blood Drive at the Thomasville Aquatic Center on May 17th. I should see lots of you there, right? We're not our heads, yes. Yes. As well as on May 23rd in Archdale, I will be having a blood drive with the American Red Cross at Price Realtors of Archdale. And then again on May 24th, the very next day, up in High Point, I'll be having another blood drive. So if you can make it to one of those three, I expect you to be there. You can find the links on my Facebook and Instagram, as well as the Miss Thomasville, Miss Central Carolina, Davidson County Facebook pages. Thank you. And next up, we have Miss Keely Jones, Miss Central Carolina.
Trying to make sure I hit my head on this. Thank you so much, Tori. As Tori just said, I'm Keely Jones, and I am Miss Central Carolina 2024. I actually started competing with the Miss North Carolina organization when I was 15 years old, so it's been about 6 years now. And I owe so much of who I am to this organization. I would not be the person that I am today if it was not for this organization. So I definitely want to promote and commend the Miss North Carolina organization for what it does for young women and how it makes them into greater people than they could ever even imagine. My community service initiative and nonprofit is entitled Crying Out Loud, and it is spreading awareness for mental health awareness and suicide prevention. It's very, very important to me, especially in today's society, that we are making the conversation of mental health awareness a part of our everyday conversation so that we can make sure that we don't lose any more people to suicide, because the suicide rates in this country are astronomical. And I love that the Rotary Club's motto is service over self. I truly feel that God has called upon me to use me as an instrument to speak His message every single day of my life. I am currently at UNC Charlotte studying to be a hospital administrator. I want to work in the public health field and hopefully promote this nonprofit and my community service initiative until the day that I pass away. Because mental health awareness and suicide prevention is not just a ends with Miss North Carolina issue. It will be something that I work on for the rest of my life. So I am incredibly honored to be here. I want to say thank you to the Rotary Club for giving me the platform to be able to speak about this in front of all of you, because just opening up the conversation can hopefully create some interest in all of you, either to get more educated or talk to family members and friends about this issue, and that's how you really make change. So I definitely would love to share my story with more of you individually and hear from you all after we close up here. I'm always here to talk. I'm a very just normal, real person, even with this cool little shiny hat that I have on. So I would love to facilitate some conversation between all of us, so all of you can learn more about my nonprofit, more about the Miss North Carolina organization if you're interested in it, so that we can get our suicide rates to 0. So I would like to introduce Miss Thomasville, Taylor Foley. She's going to talk a little bit about herself as well, and she's going to sing you guys a song. So.
Hello everybody, how's everyone doing? Thank you so much for having us this morning. It really, anytime we get to walk into a room and interact with individuals and talk to them about the Miss America organization, but also the service initiatives that truly mean so much to us, it truly is an honor. So thank you so much for having us in your time. My name is Taylor Foley, and I am honored to be in Miss Thomasville 2024. Like Tori and Keely spoke about, I also have had the pleasure of being able to be a part of the Miss America organization for many, many years. My journey actually started at the age of 8 years old, and that Carolina Princess program that Tori spoke about, that's where we actually met, and we're able to create our friendship at such a young age. And I'm from Harrisburg, North Carolina, just an hour away from Thomasville, but I really do look at Thomasville as a second home to me, and that's why it's so incredibly rewarding for me to represent this community this year. And I had the opportunity to be in Miss Thomasville in 2010, Mallory Honeycutt. I had the opportunity to be her Carolina Princess that year. And I have to tell you, so much of the Miss America organization is built on that sisterhood and mentorship. And I commend her because just the way that she represented that year, she really was one of the greatest mentors that I ever was able to have within this organization. So to now be standing here over 10 years later as your Miss Thomasville 2024 is just so exciting, so rewarding. I just love how in those ways. I'm excited to talk to you about my service initiative because I really do think of it as my service initiative, but it also truly is an extension of my heart. And God has just worked remarkably in my life, and He has distinctly put me exactly where I need to be. And my service initiative is called SMILE, and what it stands for is Sharing Moments, Inspiring, and Loving Elders. And I love sharing this story because I found myself over a year ago doing a job change, and I was within that transition. I graduated from UNC Charlotte in 2020 with a degree both in political science and communication. And I found myself doing marketing, events, and graphic design. And I was going through a transition, and I found myself in that transition an opportunity to go and work for a senior living company. And a lot of times back then, I would say, I wound up here at a senior living company, but I didn't wind up there. God put me there for a reason. And I really can truly say you can do marketing and graphic design anywhere, but God put me there because of the people that I've been able to service. And so much of my service initiative is inspired by my 85-year-old grandmother, who I dreamily call Mimi. She is such an inspiration to me and has been my entire life. And I truly cannot say that I would be who I am without her influence in my life. And so as she's gotten older and her needs have changed, it's been so rewarding for me how that relationship has changed. A woman who took care of me almost every single day, now I have the opportunity to take care of her. And that has been so special to me. But there is such a distinct need, especially among our society today. When you hear statistics like 60% of those 65 and older are in constant states of isolation and aloneness. And you hear statistics like that, and you also coincide it with knowing the negative impacts that isolation and aloneness can have on a person's body. It's equivalent to someone smoking 15 to 20 cigarettes a day. And so that's why it's been so incredibly important for me to create this initiative and to extend outreach into my community, partnering with local businesses that offer services to those who are 55 and better. That's what we say at our company. I actually was doing an appearance at an apartment community, a senior apartment community near where I live, and this lady came up to me, and I guess she didn't know I was 25 years old, but she was like, excuse me, baby, but how are you 55? And I'm like, no, I'm not 55. I hope I can look like I'm 25 when I'm 55. But no, and she was like, well, I've never heard of a younger person caring so much. Not really struck home to me, but I think it's so incredibly important that those who have paved the way in our community, that we're giving back to them. And so a lot of my outreach has been creating connectivity opportunities for people in the community to come together and experience all different types of workshops and activities and experiences. That way they can learn about maybe some of those service partners who offer service to them that they may have not known otherwise, or partaking in an activity in which they're able to come alongside people that share the same interests and those activities with them, and creating those friendships and bonds. Because ultimately, to me, people need people. And it's so incredibly important that we're recognizing that, because ultimately programs don't remove aloneness, it's people that do. So I'm very, very honored to have this service initiative. Like Keely said, it's something that I will continue to do for the rest of my life, and I'm so incredibly grateful for that. So I am going to sing some songs for you today, and singing is another one of my passions, and it started at the age of 7 years old, and I had the opportunity to, my first vocal instructor that I ever had, his name is Dan Truitt. And for those who have seen The Sound of Music, Dan was actually in The Sound of Music and played the role of Raul. And so when I started taking vocal lessons from him, he taught me so many classic old Broadway songs. And one of the songs that I'm going to be sharing with you today is called My Favorite Things from The Sound of Music. It is one of the very first songs that Dan taught me, and this is a very fun, jazzy rendition of it, so I hope you enjoy it. Okay, oh yeah.
Do you need any backup dancers?
Please welcome Tori and Keely to the stage. I honestly wish we had a stage big enough so that you could see both of them dance because they're both incredible.
Oh,
Welcome, girls.
she's just so sweet, isn't she?
Alright, we're gonna do a little sound check before we start. Rewind. The next song, excuse me, the next song that I'm going to be doing is very representative of the service initiative that I just spoke about. It's called Smile, which was originally written by Charlie Chaplin, actually. And Nat King Cole did a version of this, and this is his version that his daughter Natalie. sadness, even our tears, maybe ever so near. That's the time. Somebody's calling me. No, it's Mimi. That's gonna be one of my favorite stories to tell. Sorry. You must keep on trying. You stop crying. Your heart is still worthwhile if you just smile. That's the time. You must keep on trying. Smile. What's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just Thank you so much. Thank you again to the Rotary Club for having us. Thank you to the Women's Club for just always providing such incredible service for the lunch. Thank you so, so much. And hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and hope to see you soon at some of the things we have coming up.
Bill.
Wonderful delegate for honorary Rotarians for the day, don't you think?
I agree. I'm so impressed with all of you ladies, and really appreciate the focus on service. I think sometimes in my mind I have an image of beauty queen is about beauty, and I love the focus on service and your projects. Blood drive. Rotarians sponsor a blood drive every 2 months, so we may not be at yours because we usually come to, but we love the fact that you focus on blood drives. And mental health and physical affairs is such an important topic, even more now than in the past. So thank you so much for that, and supporting our senior citizens. Wonderful projects, all of you. Thank you so much. Another round of applause for our young. And also Tyler, once again, thank you for living out Rotary's vision in your everyday life and in your work.
Thank you.
And so if there is, unless there is anything else for the good of Rotary, if we could. Today, professional or otherwise, Rotary has a four-way test, or a lot of listeners fill for our four-way test. It's sort of our ethical litmus test. And so as we leave our meeting every Wednesday and go out into the week and the world beyond, in all that we think, do, or say, let us first ask ourselves, is it true? Is it fair, all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship?
friendships will be beneficial to all concerned.